Welcome back, guys, to another late night cast. This is Capt Brutality here, back with another one. I don't know why I started it that way, but whatever. But tonight's topic night is going to be of a special holiday in the month of October, Halloween, and we all love Halloween. We all do, actually. I mean, fuck Christmas. I've read that, and you know what? Anyways. There goes my Christmas followers. Anyways, joining us tonight is going to be Loco and DoMo. I'll let them introduce themselves, whatever they want to do. I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to drag us in now. And let's get this show on the road. And wrong button. How do I... Oh, show request. Oh, wait. No. Ah, there we go. Accept, decline. Oh, welcome to...
What's up to the host and also DoMo?
Welcome to the Halloween,
the
special holiday of the month. I thought it was a good special night cast. Halloween. Month of October.
Fuck yeah, Halloween!
Yeah.
Oh, Halloween. I'm so excited for Halloween.
I can't wait to scare kids when I'm giving them... Oh, fuck, I gotta get candy.
They still got time.
I want to throw candy at kids this year.
My Reese's like Chinese stars.
Chocolate covered Chinese stars.
Take a bite.
Delicious. I don't get any trick-or-treaters. I'm a little sad with that, but
I don't either.
It's okay. You know, I buy the candy to pretend I'm going to get them, and then it's for me. So
that's actually no. My mom does that, but she says shut off the light because the candy's for us. I sorry, Richard, you came a little too late. The new rule is you have to be here before 10 o'clock if you want to be in it. Sorry, Richard. Sorry. Anyways. About on that before we started recording, you want to dress up Corey in a pumpkin outfit?
I'm gonna try my best. That's gonna be a fucking hard accomplishment. That motherfucker's gonna scratch the shit out of my hands.
I can only imagine.
Cord yourself while you're doing it.
I'm gonna wear like gloves all the way up to my shoulders. Just try to get this done.
See, I can get the lion head on Ariel, but the problem with her, she just runs from me every 5 seconds. No. You're not getting on me. No.
I've never tried to put anything on them, so I don't. I have no idea.
Can't even get a collar after time on Ariel. She always wants to rip it off. Stupid cats. Can you get collars in your animals, or your cats, not your dogs, but your cats? DoMo?
What? Do I get costumes?
Collars or costumes. Whatever.
No, I did when I thought Mr. Business was a girl when he was a kitten, but other than that, no, they're free range. Well, like they're collarless in the household. Same thing with the dogs. It's too much of a hassle, you know. And they're itchy, you know. Everybody's an inside animal anyway, and they're itchy. Don't want to deal with that shit.
Oh, fucking Arrow's always scratching herself on the fucking pedestals. So I kind of want to stick that lion head on her. That'll be a good costume for Halloween. She'd be the little lion of the house. I'll let you know how that goes.
It's quite funny to see those.
Yeah. That'll be. Oh yeah. If you can get that fucking costume. But no, I have a feeling that Corey might rip it off once you get it on.
It's worth a try.
Oh, if you can get that on, Cora might just plop on the ground. Just like, why?
Yeah, that's how Ariel gets. Ariel gets all stiff. I'm like, please get it off. Please get it off. I remember my mom dressed my Chihuahua up in like fucking like Christmas get up, Halloween get up, all types of shit. He would just sit still. Please take it off. Please take it off. I don't like this. I don't like this. I guess because he was so small and it will weigh him down.
That is more of an ornament or a decoration piece now.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, the Shih Tzu fucking my mom had, you can dress up in anything. He doesn't care. Yeah, he
That's
literally
nice.
didn't care. you could put anything on that dog, and that dog's like, yeah, I'll wear it. I don't care. You'll see it's a big, very fucking 15-pound Chihuahua Shih Tzu. 15-pound Shih Tzu. That's because he had so much muscle on that dog. Running around with a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd for his whole life.
Damn.
Understandable.
Yeah, he had 2 brothers, so you know.
Speaking of animal costumes, are you guys going to dress up for Halloween?
I was going to do something for my YouTube shorts, but also if I hand out candy, I was going to fucking still do that for the candy, too. I have a clown mask I bought, like, years ago that I still have yet to use, and, like, a black flannel shirt. I was just thinking about just doing that.
That sounds good. What about you, Loco?
If I can find what I'm looking for, I'm going to try to be like something around like a nutty professor. Like a mad scientist.
Well, if that's the case, you gotta stick your hair up then, because you can really stick your hair up.
I can.
Oh, man, I want to see that so bad.
He can stick his hair up really good. And then you gotta stick your eyes out, and then you gotta be... Oh, then you gotta get super drunk for that point. You could be a drunk nutty professor. You are selling craziness right there.
And you get the goggles for it, too. Fuck. Did the guy from Back to the Future have those? I'm trying to remember.
He had them, but he always wore them on his head.
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm gonna try to do that.
My
hair is gonna be fucking straight up, or is wherever it's gonna go.
Yeah, sure like that. I'll just
give you one. Friday night. Let's just all wear our costumes and
no, hold on. I don't even announce that on the cast. Hold on. What date would that be? Let me see. I mean, obviously, it'd be close to 31st, but... Alright, the 29th on Friday. You hear it? Yeah. You hear it, everybody in the fucking cast? 29th on Friday. The Halloween fucking bash on stream. I will be dressed up in that fucking costume. So will Loco, and so will fucking DoMo. Yeah, exactly, that'd be DoMo. She said be dressed as DoMo. You gotta get a DoMo costume. You gotta get a DoMo costume
right now.
Or just make one yourself. I don't know. Make something out of cardboard.
I don't know. I might just. Well, yeah, I could do that. It's just pretty much like a box with you know cutouts and everything. See, or with my FX makeup, I can make a mutation like humanoid DoMo-kun.
If Eddie was here, I would say he ought to be an egg, but no, he plays too much Among Us. He's got to be a yellow Among Us character.
Yellow Among Us character
with an egg as a button. He has an egg button.
Yeah.
Or egg on his head.
Sandler with the egg-shaped head, you know.
Yes, definitely for Eddie.
See, I do want to probably well, I don't know why I'm gonna be saying this in the cast, but fuck it, I'll say it anyways. No, but I always like watching horror movies, like not horror movies like new horror movies, but not remakes.
Older ones.
Older ones, like Shaun of the Dead. I love watching Shaun of the Dead all the fuck. Because my mom and dad and my brother, we always had a tradition. We always watched it every single year. Sort of like you watch Christmas Vacation for Christmas or Christmas Story type of shit. But no, it's always like Shaun of the Dead, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Well, that's an awesome fucking movie.
Yeah, it is.
I got them in a wood chipper. Yeah, I might either do that this Wednesday or I might do it this Wednesday and next Wednesday. Cool. But I don't know. I feel like I gotta do it. But no, yeah, those are like I don't know what your you guys' traditions are for like Halloween and stuff. But that's always what ours was as a family. I kind of stuck with me, even though I hated it when I was growing up. But sometimes you hate shit when you're younger, but you appreciate it when you get older. I guess
neither one of my parents like any horror, so I'm the only one. Just binge watch the shit out of fucking horror movies, old, new, whatever.
Freddy Krueger marathon.
Oh,
that's my thing.
Freddy. Yeah, Freddy or Friday the 13th. I like Friday the 13th too for Halloween.
Yeah, or the Halloween series.
Halloween,
I love Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween
because it doesn't really have anything to do with like the main with Michael Myers. You know what I mean?
Is that the newest one that came out?
No, this is from this is 1982.
There's so much fucking Halloweens, I don't even know them all.
I know, there's so many Halloweens. I just kind of
Just like Friday
stay away
the 13th. Yeah, just like the Friday the 13th. There's like so much. I love the characters. Like, I love Mike Myers. I love fucking Jason Voorhees. I love Freddy. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say I love Freddy. He was a pedophile before he died, but I still love him. I love the demon.
No. The new movie made him into a pedophile. Not the original series. Not the original 80s series.
Are you talking about the very first Nightmare on Elm Street? Like the one in the 80s?
Yeah, they didn't make him a pedophile.
Yeah, they did?
They made him a child murderer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I can see that.
He was a child murderer.
He was a child murderer, but he still had... Yeah, I do see. Yeah, I do see what you mean with the depiction, but
I'm a Freddy fan. So.
No, I know what you're saying, but yeah, they did make him you are right. They did make him a child murderer, even though I mean it's still fucked up, like killing children. Like, what did he do before he even killed him in the first place?
But that's being a murderer is better than a rapist murderer. I think.
No. Being a murderer is just as bad as being a rapist. God damn it, where the fuck is your dark mind going? Stop listening to the Green Day shit.
Don't mess with my Freddy, okay?
I'm not messing with Fred. No, I love Freddy. I always loved him because I always had the song in my head. 1, 2, X. No, I'm thinking about the DMX version. Never mind.
Freddy's for you.
Well, yeah, that, but you know what I'm talking about, Lo. I don't know if you ever heard it. You 1, 2, X is coming for you. 3, 4, but I lock your door. Yeah, that was the DMX version. And ever since I listened to that, I always liked the DMX version better because I mean, fuck, I always loved DMX, but no, I always loved this song, fucking, because it was while watching the I like the '80s version. I'm sorry, nothing beats a classic. The remakes, like the It movies, I can't stand the new It movie, like the remake.
I don't mind them. I mean, Tim Curry, you cannot.
Tim Curry's the shit. No, I like Tim. No, that's what I'm saying. The Tim Curry one's great.
Oh,
but the remake is what I'm talking about.
The remake, I like to look at it in a different kind of movie.
Sexual?
He did his own. Well, I mean, if you put it like that, what do you mean? Wait, what part of sexual do you mean?
Well, I didn't like the way they fucking sexualized a little girl in there nowadays, but fucking back then she actually was a little girl. But that was afraid of this monster.
I mean, you do know the book is a little bit more fucked up than the movies,
I don't read books.
Usually
I don't read books.
More fucked up than
I think Loco reads books, but I don't read books.
I read Stephen King.
Yeah. Stephen King's awesome, so Loco knows what I'm talking about.
No, I know Stephen King, it's just I don't read books because I read at the third grade level, so I gave up. I gave up in third grade.
Or spoiler, they have an orgy. All the kids, they have an orgy in the series.
I mean, it is Stephen King. It won't put it past me. Stephen King is I love Stephen King though because he made The Fog. Was it The Fog or The Mist?
The Mist.
It was The Mist. The Mist. I love the fucking Mist. You seen that movie, Domo?
Yeah.
That movie is awesome. I love how he killed his family at the end, and the Mist just lifted. It was. I didn't love it, but it was like, oh my god, he could have waited.
Big fuck you. I don't know how I feel about the ending still. I'm still.
No, that's the thing. That's what's so great about it, though. If he only waited a couple more minutes, he could have survived it. But no, that's what was fucked up. That's what was so fucked up. So they didn't make it like a happy. Because Stephen, he never makes a happy ending. It's fucking Stephen King. It's fucking Stephen King.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of Stephen King. He doesn't make a happy ending. You always got to just make it just not like life isn't that easy.
Dreamcatcher was had a good ending, goodish ending.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dreamcatcher in a while, but I remember Dreamcatcher. That was also with Thomas Kane. They both had Thomas Kane in it, or Thomas Jane, whatever the fuck.
I love Dreamcatcher. Ooh.
I like Duddits.
I Duddits.
Yeah, Duddits.
I do that at work every time I make an achievement. I'm just like, I Duddits.
Well, the thing is, everybody made fun of the kid, and that kid ended up being the most powerful one.
Right? That's what I'm gonna name my son one day.
That would be a movie I want to watch again. I haven't watched that in a while. I kind of forget that. But yeah, I have to watch that again. I do remember the man sitting on the shitter, though. He's just dead sitting on the shitter.
Oh, yeah.
Felt bad for that old man.
What movie we talk about?
Dreamcatcher.
Oh.
Yeah, with Tom Jane, or I think it's Thomas Jane.
It's been ages since I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's been a long time since
I've seen that. It's a classic.
It is a classic. Oh. It is a classic. It's been I have it on DVD, too.
Same here.
What other fucking Halloween / horror movies that...
You know, it's a really good Halloween movie, actually. It's called Trick or Treat. It has...
Is that with Ozzy Osbourne? And Gene Wilder?
No, I know what you're talking about. I actually
not that one. Because that one I watched. That one is funny, though. Because I love
that one. That one's really good. I have that on DVD.
Yeah,
so
that one's good. I have that one on DVD, too.
Yeah, no, this one it's a bit of a newer one. It's like different stories, kind of like Trick or Treat. It's Trick or Treat, and they all tie in together at the end. But it's like a Halloween kind of like tradition, like story type thing.
It sounds familiar. Because I remember Trick or Treat with Ozzy Osbourne and Gene Wilder, but I also remember what you're talking about. It's ringing a bell. I probably don't remember it, but...
It has a character of like this little. It looks like a little toddler type kid with like a pumpkin head with a lollipop, like a pumpkin lollipop, taking a bite out of it. So he uses it to stab people.
It sounds familiar. Thing.
But there's different stories to it. I think we should watch it this week.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Well, that's the thing to do with me with Creepshow. I think didn't you and I see one of the Creepshows, Loco?
I loved Creepshow.
Didn't you and I see the second one together or something like that, Loco?
No, I don't think I've ever watched any with you.
Oh, fuck, dude. We gotta watch Creepshow. When my brother and I first watched that, we fell in love with it, so we had to watch the second one. The Creepshow is... I think when him and I watched the first one, we felt bad, because I think Stephen King was the one guy in there. He was the guy who had the rock, and he kept getting grass on his body. Remember him?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The meteor.
So, yeah, that guy. And that's the guy we felt bad for. We just felt bad because
he was chill through the whole time, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it was.
He killed himself at the end.
You know, we had it, and he just kept growing that stuff on him.
Yeah, that's true. But I just love how Stephen King just acts like these like dumb, like some movies he acts like dumb.
Well, that's what makes him a good actor or a good writer. You know, it's just he's just a good entertainer. I guess entertainer is the best word for him. Just like I tried telling Ripley last night about. Fucking, he's a rapper. No, he's an entertainer. He's a singer. He's an entertainer.
Do you remember, have you ever seen Maximum Overdrive, the 1986 film?
Yeah, me and Brutality watched that really drunk.
Oh, like at the beginning of it, you know, he's trying to take money out of the ATM and it like calls him an asshole and he's like, hey, honey, this machine just called me an asshole.
Is that the one when the one guy gets stuck in the back of the truck, right? Because that's Maximum Overdrive, right, Loco? Because when he got stuck in the back of the truck, I think... Who do we call that guy? We called him something. I forgot what you and I called him. Because we called each person... This is before you, Dumbo. Loco and I watched it, we named everybody in the film from everybody in the Discord.
Oh, Lord.
It was Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of remake for us.
Yeah, it was Maximum Overdrive. I think it was. Yeah, that one. And then my mom and dad saw a Stephen King. Did you see the Stephen King version? It was
I thought that was the only version.
No, it was with the truck with like the face on it.
Yeah, that's Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
You know, there's two films. You and I didn't see the one with the face. Because when I told it to my dad, because remember we both when you and I watched it, it was a Stephen King movie. They both were Stephen King movies. I don't understand why. Because when I told my dad, he says, yeah, we did watch it, and then he showed me the one with the truck. That wasn't the movie. You and I watched something different. I don't think it was Maximum Overdrive. I'll have to fucking look up that later, because there was two films. Because I guess you're talking about the one with the face, the green face, Domo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one Domo was talking about. But the one you and I watched was something. No, trucks.
Oh.
It was trucks.
Oh.
It was trucks. It was trucks.
Okay, I was getting real confused for a minute.
Yeah, it was trucks. And the thing is, Stephen King made trucks too. He made Trucks and he made Maximum Overdrive. That's the thing. And Trucks was a good movie, Domo. I don't know if you've seen Trucks.
I'm not too sure about it, actually.
See, my mom and dad watched a lot of Stephen King movies, and they never seen Trucks. I don't know how loco I did. I guess you and I were drunk one night. This gives a good movie.
We were.
Yeah.
Smashed.
Yes, that's definitely how it happened. But yeah, Trucks is a really good movie.
I think I've seen parts of it, but I don't think I've...
It's when the trucks get possessed and actually just start driving themselves, basically.
I mean, that's very similar to Maximum
Overdrive. That's what I'm saying, very similar to Maximum Overdrive. Because when I described it to my dad, he said, "Oh, that's this one with the truck." I'm like, "No, it's not that one." I showed him what it was. It was Trucks. It was two different films made by the same author.
We might have watched them both. They look.
I don't remember. No, I didn't see the. I mean, unless you watched the one with the green face on your own term. I never seen that one. I saw
that one many years ago.
Because my dad told me about it. So that's how I knew about it. But yeah, Trucks. Yeah, I mean that was a good movie. Yeah, I guess we had to watch both of them because I never seen Maximum Overdrive. I would love to see that because my mom and dad watched it and they watched all the Stephen King fucking movies.
Oh, I love it.
Well, my mom was always obsessed with it. My mom has almost every single book. Not all of them, but because she had a lot of fucking books. But
yeah, my father too. I try to help build his collection a little bit. And Mr. Fiance started reading more and more like Stephen King books and everything. That's how he found out how fucked up it was.
Stephen King's he's an interesting author, but he knows how to entertain.
He's brilliant in the sense of
you know what? He is brilliant. He's brilliant more just for an adult. But you know what's even and I was thinking about this. Fucking Goosebumps. R.L. Stein. Now I loved it growing up, but when I look at it now, he was a sick man for children's books. No, yeah. Like he was a really sick man for children's books. You know what I mean? Because while I was reading and watching, because I watched more movies, obviously. But I read some of the books when I was younger because there was some books I really liked because I always loved Goosebumps. I have like a lot of books. I have like a lot of them, but I only read like maybe 4 or 5 of them because I hate reading. I really hate reading. I'd rather watch movies than read. I don't even like watching the captions on a movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I might have watched one Goosebumps.
Well, did you ever see I don't know if you've seen it, Logo, but Domo, did you ever see the Jack Black version? He made 2 of them, Goosebumps 1 and Goosebumps 2.
I wasn't too thrilled with the second one. The first one...
the second one I didn't like, but the first one I liked, but the second one was, it's alright. But the first one I really liked, because I just like the way Jack Black portrayed it, because Jack Black's just Jack Black.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think they just overstepped their boundaries with the second one. Just slightly. It's one of the...
they definitely did in the second one. They definitely did. They overdid the fucking dummy.
Just to watch it once and then you never watch it again.
That's how I felt with the first one. While I watched the first one, I liked the first one. So then the second one came out, I'm like, I didn't like it as much as the first one. I mean, I liked it, but it's just like, it didn't give me the first good feeling. Because when I saw it, like in the first one, when I saw Slappy, when I saw all of his books come to life, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember reading about that. I remember watching the movie. You know what my favorite movie was, Domo? My favorite fucking movie on Goosebumps?
What?
Welcome to the Dead House.
That was good.
That was my favorite fucking one. Like, I must have watched it repeatedly. I love that one so much.
That one's really good. I had, I think it was called the Haunted Masks, like on VHS. Or whatever the fucking... What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? Lady, she like...
I think I know what you're talking about,
really, really scary for Halloween, so she finds like this old mask shop and she like tries to buy a mask.
The Haunted Mask. I think that's the Haunted Mask.
The Haunted Mask.
Yeah, I think that's the Haunted Mask.
Oh, you can't buy this.
I have that book.
Stuck to her.
I have that book.
Yeah, that one, there was like a little bit of a continuation with it and everything. There was like Haunted Mass 2. I think there might have been a third one.
I probably should see how much my Goosebumps books are anymore. I have a lot. I must have, because I remember my cousin, she read every single one of them, so she gave them all to me. I only read 5 of them. Because I read at a 3rd grade level, still to this day.
Off your hands.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch it verbally. How are you at reading, Loco? You good at reading?
You know? Yeah.
I know you read those horror games and all that, because you do read.
No, I'm really good at reading. But, I mean...
When's the last time you read a book? Or like a horror book, I mean. Like Stephen King or...
Well, before I get to that, my mom was a librarian.
Oh. Wow.
So I ended up... This is where I picked up Stephen King from. The last one I read... I would probably say the last time I read a book was probably 4 years ago. And it was the last book in the Dark Tower series for Stephen King.
If you like really weird, dark books, I might have a suggestion for you. It was one of the only books that I actually couldn't wait to get home from school and actually continue reading. And that doesn't happen with me very often. It's called Black Creek Crossing. It is very dark, very interesting and mystery type thing. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, if you can remind me afterwards, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, I'll message you later.
All right, cool.
Hey, did you guys ever hear of Dean Koontz?
Yep.
You, DoMo?
Yeah.
My mom has all those books. I never even tried reading them because, like I said, I don't read. But my mom has a lot of Dean Koontz, too.
It was probably my second favorite.
I should probably, when I go to my mom's house, just take a picture of all the books she has. She stopped reading for a while until my dad said, you need to start fucking reading again. Because, I don't know, she had surgery and then she, had to go... I'm not going to get too much into it, but pretty much all the drugs she had to take was sort of... You know how it does that shit. Just fucking knocking her down, so... Read a fucking book. He said, read a fucking book. But no, she used to love reading. She used to read a lot. I mean, a lot. Like Stephen King, doing books. I'm sure she always read all those dark books, probably that you would like, DoMo, you would like, Loco. See, I like that. I don't read, so I hate reading. I'd rather read my fucking Death Wish at this point.
Oh, Lord. I love reading, but I just don't do it as often as I want to because, when you got that urge, you're like, oh, I want to do something, but it's like I can either be quiet and read a book or I can be really loud and shoot zombies with giant guns in a video game.
Well, you could. Well, see, I mean, in your standpoint, you can either, when I'm fucking not online or when Loco's not on, read a book, because let fiance on the computer, there's your perfect opportunity. Because reading is good. But if you're brutality, you're just retarded.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I read at 3rd grade. I think Tia can probably read better than me. By the way, Tia says no one likes reading books. I mean, yeah. That's what I was just saying.
Same level. It's fine.
Hey.
So
I'm guessing... I mean, obviously, we all carve pumpkins, right?
Of course.
What's your go-to faces?
Oh, I usually do the evil eyes, and then I cut out a mouth, and then whatever left over, I cut out teeth, and then I put them back in with toothpicks. So it's kind of like a 3D type thing.
Oh, yeah. I never actually thought of that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty fun.
What about you, Loco?
Unfortunately, I just like looking at other people's pumpkins. I never do mine.
Oh. You never even done that as a kid?
No.
Oh. Well,
surprisingly not.
How I used to make my fucking pumpkins. I used to make angry, obviously he's got to look angry. Always got to look angry, like he's going to fucking look demonic and shit. I kind of make the eyes all distorted. make the mouth like it's make the nose like it's fucking weird, like all set, and then put a bunch of scars in it. Like I just stab it with a knife and look like it has scars.
I can just see you just standing there with the pumpkin. Die, 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 die.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what it looks like. But yeah, it's just like, I got a little better when I got older, but how I was younger, I always put scars into it. Yeah. Now, my mom always did a happy face. My dad, he always put an angry face, but see, my dad was smart. I kind of learned my tactic from him as I got older. He would use a Sharpie marker and draw it out on the pumpkin first, and then cut it out.
Yeah.
Well, my brother and I just cutting this shit open and shit.
See, one year I actually got like a tiny little pumpkin and then a big pumpkin, and I made it so that the big pumpkin was eating the small pumpkin, so I carved both pumpkins. The small pumpkin with like a scared face, and the other one just kind of like, it was kind of like Ed, and Eddie when they were eating the Jawbreaker a little bit, but with their teeth like right up front.
Wait. I didn't know how. Does Mr. Fiance cut pumpkins with you?
He watches.
Because I want to know how his pumpkins would look.
I think he did one once, maybe. And
how did it look? Did it look good? Did it look bad? Did it look like, what the fuck is that?
It was good. Mine's are always better, but...
Well, I noticed, my mom's obviously fucking happy, obviously, because it's my mother, but she was so dead on with the knife. So dead on. Now, my dad was too, but my dad he put like a happy / medium / angry face. You know what I mean? Sort of like in between of all that. Where my brother and I just always look like just demonic. Always looks like gonna kill you. Always looked demonic. I always wanted to make my eyes look offset. I didn't want to make it look like identical. I wanted to make everything look awkward. You know, because if it looks awkward, it looks fucking petrifying.
I mean, that's kind of like the fun of having, like, carving a pumpkin, just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. My mom was like that, too. She was, like, on point, trying to be really careful, and I'm just taking a giant knife, like, stab!
Yeah, well, as a kid, you don't even know. You're just stabbing it with a fucking knife.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the pumpkins, though, I still like it to this day, is gutting the shit. I don't know why. I love gutting it. And then eating the seeds. You ever eat the seeds?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Oh my god. My mom used to cook the seeds every time we get gun. Oh, I love the seeds.
Some seasoning salt and everything like that.
Yeah, fucking seeds. Now I gotta go get pumpkins. Good. Oh, it's not far. I might go to the pumpkin patch on Thursday.
Oh,
I gotta go get. I'm going myself. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get pumpkins.
We don't have pumpkin patches out here in the desert.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can get a cactus. Ow! Ow! You be cutting it. Ow! 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 No, Mr. Bison! Ow! And he just starts. Mr. Fiance says, "Are you cheating on me with that cactus?" No, you asshole!
Yeah. I'll start screaming. It's poking me more than you do. But yeah, I love carving pumpkins. I can't wait till I actually get one again and start carving. But I gotta clean the front part of my house, and there's this decoration that I want to do this year. It's time consuming, but it's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna wrap myself up in some tape, the sticky part facing up, and then I do it again with the sticky part facing down, and then I just do a cast of my arm, cast my torso, cast.
Oh! I was gonna say you wrap yourself up in tape and look like a mummy. No, I see what you're doing. You're gonna make like a fucking a body of yourself, but it's gonna be tape.
Exactly, and then I'm gonna put it
That's actually very creative.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put it into a trash bag, and I'm gonna hang it in my house, so it seems like we're actually hanging dead bodies.
No. Better yet. You really want to freak out people? Actually actually hang your just look like make it look like you're hanging yourself. Like literally just hang there.
Cops are gonna knock on the door.
Yeah, no. Oh my God! I'm so gonna do that when I hope they're trick or treating in my area. I'm gonna open up my curtains in front of my road and just hang in front of the window.
Then come out as a ghost and be like, "That's me hanging." Oh, there's so many ideas.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna scare the shit out of kids in a clown mask. I'm just gonna go. "Ah!" Here, you want some candy?
Hopefully, you don't get one of those like asshole moms or like dads and be like, "What the fuck you scaring my kids for?
Yeah,
They peed their pants."
Hey, well, it's Halloween. Get the fuck away, bitch.
Yep.
I mean, there's
Loco, you might want to fly down to my house for that when that happens. I might need your backup. Two drunks, Loco. He's just the nutty Professor Loco and fucking a clown. I'm actually his creation. Wait, no, well, you're just Domo.
Well, remember what I'm going to try to do. I mean, you saw last year's costume.
Well, you gonna do that again?
Well, I was going to do teeth. Like, I was
going to
have
teeth
it go
this
up
year.
my cheeks. And then do
see, actually, you were pretty good with the makeup. I mean, then again, you are a girl, so you're used to makeup. But, no, yeah, that'll be fucking... I've seen that. You seen your teeth, like, pop out of your skin type of thing?
Yeah, it's going to be like that character from Mortal Kombat, but better.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm going to have, like... But then also kind of like... I don't know what other character, but I'm just going to have teeth, like, coming up to my cheeks and everything like that. And with, some blood and... I don't know what else I'm going to do on top of that. But, it's going to be fun.
Wait.
I'm going to go to work like that.
Wait. I don't know if you... Did you ever dress up in your childhood, Loco? Like for Halloween or... Like,
yeah.
You did dress up? What was your favorite costume? In your childhood, you don't have to say in your adulthood.
Probably Dracula.
Oh, I mean, fucking Dracula is the shit. I think mine's got to be Blade. Mine actually was Blade. Like,
Don't tell me you went blackface.
No, I didn't go blackface. But no, when Blade came out, I was obsessed with the movie Blade. I loved Blade. Like, I literally was obsessed with Blade. So I just wanted to be Blade. What was your favorite costume, Domo?
Oh, Jesus. I think one of them definitely, just your, basic witch with the big hat and everything. But for many years, I was a cat. Typical female costume, but I was good at it. I was pretty good.
Look at her now. Now she is a cat. With how many cats?
That's Mr. Fiance's fault.
I kind of think that's... You're the animal lover here. I think Mr. Fiance is just... I better just listen to Domo.
You think that, but it's actually the role reversal. I love animals, so I say yes very easily, but I'm the first one to be like...
Oh, no, I see. You say yes to the animals real fast, but Mr. Fiance gets attached to them.
Well, I mean, he's the one that wants them. We went to the shelter when we got fatty asshole over here. Tex, we went to the shelter and she was the only one that was like batting us. She was trying to claw us through the cage, and Mr. Fiance was playing with her, and I'm like, no, we have enough cats.
I'm starting to see how it is, and it's you just say yes to any animal because you just like animals, but he just gets attached to certain ones.
Well, the next day when I was at work, he was like, okay, well, if that cat's still there, I'm getting it. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm like, well, should we think about this? It's like, no, if the cat's still there, I'm getting it. And then a couple hours later, I got text message pictures of the cat being home. I'm like, God damn it, I have another cat.
Hey, Loco.
What's that?
You said you were afraid of what kind of clowns? Killer clowns or happy clowns? Which one gives you the creeps? Because the ones that always gave me the creeps were the happy clowns. I can't stand
Happy Killer Clowns.
Probably the Happy Clowns.
It movie. Oh, when I was a kid and watched it. Well, hold on, not to cut you off, Logan. What did you say?
I would, if I had to go with one, it'd definitely be Happy Clowns.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that bothers me. Because when it came out with Tim Curry, that one, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to watch that movie. And I watched it when I got older, but when I was younger, I was always petrified of that fucking clown.
Then Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Just waiting to say it.
Oh, Killer Clowns from Outer Space that is an awesome fucking movie. We gotta watch that. We gotta watch that. That is an awesome fucking movie. I love the cotton candy and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. The fucking popcorn guns.
My dad made us watch that movie. But I was like, I don't want to watch it. And I'm like, come on, it's Killer Clowns on Outer Space. I mean, it was a really unique movie for its time. Very unique.
I agree.
Popular, but
it is not popular at all. It really is not. It's popular now, but it was never popular then. Because internet blows everything up. You know how that shit is.
That's true. I mean, I'm still waiting for people to actually understand, the Toxic Avenger, but dreams. No.
Well, I'm the fuck. What the fuck were we talking about before? It was about clowns. Oh, fucking clowns. Yeah, it's because Ribbit says she was dressing up as a clown this year, and she says a happy clown. I'm like, oh hell no, hell fucking no. Happy clown my ass. I hate happy clowns. Fucking hate them.
It's a nightmare right there.
I think I hate happy clowns because I had a bad childhood with them. That's why. Even my brother was the same way. I don't know what was it with him and I, or just with happy clowns. I don't know if we just felt uncomfortable around them. I don't know what it was. It was something with happy clowns that we just didn't like. I mean, they don't bother me as much anymore, obviously, because I'm older now. But when I was younger, it always bothered us. Killer clowns we liked. Like, you remember Twisted Metal, Loco? Sweet Tooth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Sweet Tooth. Domo, you remember, I don't know if you never played Twisted Metal, Domo, but you at least heard of Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal, Domo?
I've heard of it, but never played
He
it.
basically is a clown with a flyer in his head.
Oh, yeah. He was, wasn't he, like, on the cover and some shit, too?
Yeah, he was, like, the main advertising for Twisted Metal. I always call him the badass / ice cream man / clown / killer.
One of the things of clowns that actually did terrify me, because I love clowns. I mean, I was scared as a kid, but now I'm just like the happy clowns, killer clowns, sad clowns. I love them all.
They don't bother me now.
They're creepy,
I'm old now.
But when I was younger, those like old 80s / 90s, maybe even 70s, like decorative, like pillow, like doll clowns, like the stuffed clowns that you would just set on your bed or your couch for to be decorative.
Oh, and just talking about, not even just that, just a doll in general.
I don't mind the dolls, but there's just something about like the old like pillow doll type things that what's that doll that's haunted? Shit.
Annabelle.
Yeah, like that old style of
Annabelle.
Not the new movie, but not the movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're talking about like that old
Annabelle doll.
Yeah,
that kind of style, but in like a clown. That's just a decorative piece that you would just put on your couch and just be like, that's decorative. You don't snuggle with it. It's decorative.
Yeah, but the thing is, kids used to like actually cuddle with those. That's the thing.
I mean,
they
kids
used
will
to
cuddle with anything, but
hell no, kids ain't cuddling with that nowadays. But no, like kids back in the day when those dolls were for kids, like they actually cuddled with those. I can't see fucking Tia or Ribbit cuddling with Annabelle. No, just no.
The original Annabelle, you know what the original Annabelle?
Oh yeah, that's fucking that goes with the whole Conjuring and all that shit. There's a whole series based off that shit. It's full based off a fucking true story.
Yeah.
Fucking Annabelle has to be locked in a box.
Annabelle was oh my god, what is it?
That's nothing to do with Annabelle. It's just creepy. It's just she had a fucking, what the fuck is that called? What was that called?
I'm gonna look it up. Raggedy Ann.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she was a Raggedy Ann doll.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So.
Yeah, but it's also, she just had so much evil in that doll. Well, actually, it's not so much evil in the doll, so much evil around the doll.
Yeah.
And now Annabelle's stuck in a box for the rest of her life.
I think they transferred her, actually. They transferred her from the Warrens.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember I got a notice on Facebook because I follow creepy shit, and it was actually a live thing where they actually took the Annabelle, unless it was just like for a museum thing, like real quick, but they needed a priest. You had to wear.
Yeah, you have to. You have to walk. Yeah, you can't, because.
Well, yeah, you
Annabelle killed a lot of people.
To like hold Annabelle. It was all live on Facebook. Like, it was just fantastic. Like, holy shit, they're opening the fucking box. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like... They showed us in the fucking movie that she's supposed to stay in the fucking box.
I mean, she's still supposed to be in the fucking box.
Yeah, she's supposed to be locked in that box for a reason.
Yeah.
And then why is she out of the box? If it's that evil, why do you have it out?
Exactly, but I think they're understanding the Annabelle doll a little bit more, like, over the years have gone by, so I think they have more of an understanding.
Yeah, maybe.
What to expect, how to handle.
Maybe they're trying to understand, I don't know, what the fuck does this demon want? I don't know, does it want life? Does it want fucking, like, happiness? What the fuck? Obviously the demon wants something. It's been killed all these people.
Every demon wants, souls.
Well,
just for you to die.
I always look at it as a demon more as just as a bad person in general. It's just like somebody who kills somebody in real life. They're practically a demon, you know what I mean? Or somebody who does harm on another human. They're a demon.
Demons sound better.
That's what a demon is. It's just the only reason it's scary to us because we don't see it. We just don't see it. We don't know what the hell they look like. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know where they're at. We don't see it. That's what's petrifying for us.
Wait, I just want to get this straight. Are you saying that all demons are just people? Like, in the afterlife? Just bad
That's all they are. That's all they are. All it is just bad people.
Do you believe in actual demons?
No, I don't believe in actual... the only demons I would believe is more as in... Demons is a bad person. Like, if there's bad people in our life, there's bad people in the afterlife. Like, do you think those bad people are going to end up all of a sudden good? No, they're bad for a reason. They're the devil. They basically are the devil. There is no one devil. They are the devil. It's just like...
There are different types of demons.
Yeah, I know. It's just like when you watch Supernatural, fucking there's a million fucking demons everywhere. But it's just...
That have gone through history and years and years and years. People believed them.
Oh, no, I know. And I know what...
That's why
I read that similar shit, too.
I want you to be careful with the Ouija board, because a lot of these demons, they portray themselves as, like, little girls, kids, family members, someone close to you, someone that you can relate to. And then once you let them inside, it's really hard to get rid of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, but, then...
That little girl that you're talking to might not be a little girl.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying in that, but I still don't view them as a demon. They're just a bad person.
Well...
I mean, obviously, yes, that bad person will, want to manipulate me. You are right. You absolutely are right. Just like in real life, how that fucking, that drug dealer or that fucking whatever wants to manipulate your freaking money, or how that killer wants to manipulate you to get your fiance's wallet, where you probably won't do that because you'll probably kill him, but but no, it's manipulation. They're manipulating you to get what they want. You know what I mean? That's what makes them bad. That's what makes them a demon. Manipulation. And then once you said they come out, they're out, and then, well, all hell breaks loose.
Well, everyone has their own opinion.
I've never fucked with a Ouija board.
Right?
Not that I don't. It's not like I believe too much in it. I just fucking never want to bother with that shit.
It only. The only. See, it's hard for me to explain. It's very unexplainable for me how I feel towards it, because it's not like I'm not scared, but it's also like I am scared. But I can't really explain how I feel about it.
I mean, you don't believe in any of that stuff. Why should you be scared?
It's not that I believe in it, but it's also not that I don't believe in it. Like, I give it to the benefit of the doubt type of thing. I guess that's a better way to say it. Sort of like aliens. You know, I believe they're not real, but what if they are real? You know what I mean?
So we should have another.
Oh, well, definitely. Yeah, we definitely have to make another supernatural fucking part 2.
Yeah, with this
definitely.
different opinion that you.
Well,
have
I mean,
now.
technically with Halloween, you technically should talk about Halloween. It's Halloween. Halloween's all about
that's
supernatural
true.
activities.
That's why I brought. That's why I kind of mentioned it, because I want to talk about it a little bit more. And like a lot of the things I was saying yesterday, I'm just kind of like, maybe you should be a little bit more careful, because I've gone through a situation.
Well, how old were you when you did it, though? Like 15, 16, or 20?
I was
21,
in
22?
I think I was in either elementary school or middle school.
Oh, well,
I think I was in middle school. Or like the sixth.
To be honest, that's probably where you went wrong. It's I actually did a lot of fucking research. Like, well, I was up to like fucking like 1:30 in the morning just researching, like, because there are actually people that actually wield the fucking Ouija board on a normal basis, and they basically claim there is nothing wrong with it, but don't be a dick. Like, you ever see those fucking? I mean, I'm sure both of you. We all seen it in like Hollywood. How they always like, oh, when did you die? Oh, how did you die? Oh my, why are you here? Like, why would you ask dumb questions like that? If somebody asked me in the afterlife how I die, I'm gonna haunt their motherfucker ass. They distort. You know what I mean? Like, would you want to be asked how you died? Like, wouldn't you like see that as rude? You know,
necessarily.
Think about that. It's kind of rude. Like, obviously they know they're dead. Don't rub it in their face. You know what I mean?
What if being dead's pretty great, like in their situation?
No, then that's what I asked to the one girl the other night. I'm like, "Are you happy there?" I can't remember. I was drunk, but but I believe she said yes. I believe she said yes. She was happy, but she did say she was lonely.
Yeah, I mean, that comes.
So I kind of remember, I kind of was feel about the lonely because she can't really touch, or it could have been a he, who knows, it could have been lying to me, for God's sakes, because like I said, you don't know actually what's there. Could have been a little fucking 5-year-old, for God's sakes. Oh God, it could have been a baby Tia or a baby Ribbit.
Oh Lord.
Good Lord. Fucking.
But, I'm just,
No, trust me, I'm a little smarter than that. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, I'm gonna go, once again, one of it was actually both girls that said, don't go to a cemetery and sit in some guy's grave. You can go to the cemetery, but go underneath a tree. Go on top of the hill or something, not on top of graves. Like, when you disrespect the dead, that's when it gets bad. But sometimes they always say if you feel a lot of force, like you said, well, I mean, like I said, had the what is that piece called in the Ouija board? That placard or that place it, whatever the fuck it's called? I can't say the word. Planchette. When you said it fell off, they said technically this doesn't mean it's a bad spirit. It just means there's so many spirits trying to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true, because I was really young.
Well, that doesn't mean there's not bad spirits. You are right. There is manipulating. But, like I said, I'm not referring to them as spirits, because I feel if you're referring to them as spirits, they will feel offended in a way. So you gotta more feel them like at home, like refer to them as a person. You know what I mean? Because if you're...
Well...
It's like if fucking... It's like how you and I always talk about being called white loco, or us being called white, or them calling me being black. In that standpoint, don't actually like refer them as that, as a human being or as a person. You know what I mean? Because they were a person at one point. It's just they're dead, they're sad, they're lonely. Don't fucking put them down. You know what I mean? Be positive. You gotta be very positive. Because they also say, don't do the Ouija board like when you're sick. Don't do the Ouija board when you're sad. Or, just having a bad day at work, because that will just give you a bad energy and just, not piss them off, but just give you a bad experience, you know what I mean?
I mean, even if you're not in a bad mood or anything like that, you can still get a bad reaction. Like, I know there's a lot of controversy about it on the internet, and there's a lot of, like, videos of people, instant possession or seizures or anything of that sort. Now, the thing about that, a lot of people are like, oh, that's all fake. Who gives a shit about that and stuff like that? But at some point, there is some.
At some point, there is a reality to it, and that's what I'm saying. Because they always say with Hollywood, Hollywood does obviously over the top it sometimes, most of the fucking time. But there is a reality behind it. I just wish Hollywood was more real rather than fucking I wrote when Spirit Cast went out at you with a spirit box. That's what I would do. I would go myself to witness it. Like, if I actually see it, I have this demon or this spirit just yelling at me to get out, then I would understand it. But it's just, if I'm hearing a movie or an internet, like, how is that believable? You know what I mean? That's just off somebody else's camera. Or, like I said, you're off your story. Like, I can believe you to an extent, Domo, but I just never experienced it myself. I mean,
because it's just so off the wall.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's like if I get anal probed, or Loco could have been anal probed, and he probably doesn't even know it. I mean, Loco, if you got anal probed from an alien, Loco's just going up. Oh,
or he's the alien the whole time.
Loco, can we just imagine we just see a fucking, out in the distance, like you're in California, I'm in Pennsylvania, we're just looking out in Florida, we just see a fucking, Loco going up, and Corey's just right next to him going up in a fucking UFO. Loco, you getting abducted again? Yeah. I'm doing it again. It is funny, though, but I do remember on the Supernatural when Try was saying that the human body is just a vessel, which I actually believe that 100%. The body is a vessel. It definitely is. It really is, because once the body dies out, the soul comes out, and obviously it's just out there.
Oh yeah, I never really think that you actually pitch blackness. That's it.
Oh no, well, I mean, like I said, and that's why I didn't actually. Here's the reason why I brought the Ouija board in my house. I didn't expect to even wield it at all. I was gonna make a fake fucking video for a short, making fun of fucking YouTubers, because you know how you see these YouTubers making fun of the Ouija board and they pull a string with the planchette. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
They actually do that because I know this YouTuber is trying to tell a story, which I get that. So I wanted to just do it because they're trying to make it seem real. I wanted to do it on the short. I'm like, oh, it's so real, it's fucking fake, dude. It's on a string. Like, I was gonna do that. But then I got drunk on Friday fucking night when Domo left. Loco, you left early, and then I was just drunk as fuck. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna try this shit. And I even told Spirit Cast, and the Spirit Cast helped me out for a while. He actually helped me out. I guess Spirit Cast has experience in Ouija boards, I guess, because he knew a lot about it. He must have done it before. A lot of times. Because he actually helped me out. But yeah, he actually walked me through it, and he actually told me how to properly say goodbye. Not just make sure they say goodbye, but make sure you say goodbye too, type of thing. Because I realize that when you say goodbye, both parties gotta say goodbye.
Now, the one thing I didn't do too much research into the Ouija. Like, I know a lot about the Ouija board, but I haven't done it enough to actually understand it. Plus, I promised my.
It is really interesting. Like, I was.
But what if they never say goodbye?
That's what I was wondering too. That's actually what my fear would be. I'm like, so that door's still open, so now I have spirits just running through my fucking house. That's wonderful. That is fucking wonderful. Because right now, ever since she said goodbye, I said goodbye, nothing's happened. Everything's all been good. But if I wheel it again and I meet like that potential bad person, I'm not gonna say demon, but as you would say, demon. But if I meet that fucking person and they never say goodbye, what if they don't? Or do they have to say goodbye? Because I do know one spirit, when you say, you circle the plaster on the board saying, you will not harm me, you will not follow me, goodbye, and then they will move it to goodbye. I think they might be forced to move it into goodbye. I don't know how that works yet. I'm still researching more to Ouija, because now I'm interested into the Ouija board. You can do it yourself. But, you can definitely do it yourself. There's, like, you know how they say in the movies, don't do it yourself? That is a myth. You can't actually do it yourself. But, like you said...
I did it.
But,
that's how I had a ghost follow me for, like...
So you were in 6th grade, so yeah, you had to be in middle school. So, yeah, because my Ouija board says 8 and up. See, here's the thing that blows my mind. This is why I don't see it as dangerous. You know why? They have it 8 and up. If it's dangerous, why is the fucking United States selling it?
Well, that's because no one who works in a corporate office is trying to make money believe in ghosts. They don't really.
I guess, but it says 8 and up. Like,
yeah, they think of it as just any other board game. I mean, haven't you ever seen the commercial? It's like, no, you're moving it. No, you're moving it.
Yeah, that's how my brother and I were when we tried it. We tried it, and we put curtains in the windows. We were doing it in broad daylight, but we tried making it dark in the room, but we couldn't get nothing to happen. We were like, I think he was in middle school, I was in high school maybe, something like that. We tried it, but we could never get nothing to happen. I think him and I are more immature, so I don't think we really cared about it as much as you did, Domo, because obviously you're a girl. You know how girls are more mature than boys at that age. So I kind of think you were a little more mature enough to understand it a little more, and that's how you actually experience something, so you concentrated more. You know what I mean? The problem with my brother and I, we had ADD, so we're just like, no, you're moving it. No, you're moving it. No, you're moving it. No, you're moving it.
I mean, part of the thing that I was mentioning yesterday about how, like, my grandmother taught me things when I was younger, so I got to have more of a better understanding. I didn't know too much about demons and, like, bad people, like bad, ghosts, and everything like that. But one of the things that she taught me when I was younger is automatic writing. You know what that is?
I've heard of it. I just never actually seen it done.
So she taught me how to concentrate into like a different, it's kind of like writing down Ouija board type thing. So, I just with a pen and paper, I just start, writing circles, close my eyes, start concentrating of what, could be channeling into me. It's kind of like, it's channeling, and then you ask questions consciously, and then whatever you write down on the piece of paper is what they're writing, it's kind of like a conversation in that sense.
Oh, so sort of like ghostwriting type of thing.
Yeah, but it's a little bit
a little bit fucking, yeah.
Because you're channeling through yourself, so at any point,
so she was like more one of those fucking psychic type of bitches, damn.
Yeah, she lives next door to me, so I still...
Oh, so at that point, she probably didn't even care about weird on a Ouija board, because she was just channeling right through her at that point.
Yeah, and she didn't want to deal with anything dark. She's dealt with dark before. She's told me she's been in haunted houses where everything's moving at once, kind of like, theatrical, like haunted, houses where, you have a book that flies across the room, and then you have the chandelier that starts shaking, and then the lights start flickering type thing. And she taught me how to handle those situations.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's why I'm pretty sure whatever spirit started following me after I played with the Ouija board stopped following me. That, or I just not paying enough attention.
I don't think you were paying enough attention, because I noticed if you ignore it, it will go away. It literally will. Like, because if you think about it, if you're dead and you're able to somehow get a human being's attention, what do you want to keep trying to get their attention more so you can maybe talk to them or get their attention to, like, I don't know, say something to them in that life that you're not in no more. You know what I mean? Because they're just trying to get your attention to a certain aspect. You know what I mean? They always want something. Now, when it comes to the fucking bad people, obviously the criminals that die, the murderers that die, the rapists, that's where it gets a little more tricky, because what do they want to come back to life for? You know what I mean? What do they want to come back to life for? That's what's dark about that. That's dark. Because criminals that are fucking there, those are the demons. That's what I recall are demons. Where, like I said, I mean, say Loco just dies of alcohol poisoning. Is Loco gonna be a demon? No, he's probably gonna go to hell, but he ain't gonna be a demon. even though I don't think there is a hell, though. I don't think there's a hell of heaven. I think they're all in the same universe. It's just, like I said, they're just dealing with each other. So, like, you dealt with that guy flicking you off on the highway that you were bitching at. Remember that, DoMo? That's, yes, you know, I mean, whether you're the demon to him or he's a demon to you, I mean, however that works there. But that's basically a perfect example. They're dealing with each other. That's how I see it. I mean, like I said, and it is very petrifying on the Ouija board or like what your grandmother did with the will, and it is petrifying to an extent because you don't know who you're talking to. You literally fucking don't. You can't see anything. All you're just seeing is just nothing but words. Nothing but a placard going back and forth. So how do you know that's not somebody bad? I mean, you are right. How do you know that's not somebody bad?
I do believe at some point, for a good chunk of their life or existence, serial killers, after they pass, do believe they go somewhere for a little bit, but eventually become dominated.
Nah, I believe they all go to the same place. Like, they're all... I think they're so all around us, honestly. They're literally all around us. So,
like John Wayne Gacy is going to be, like, just chilling in the men's locker room, just...
Yeah, right?
Pretending to...
Exactly.
To hack them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, maybe you just have that rapist that just wants to fucking just staring at you in the shower. Or Loco, you just have that old lady, 70-year-old bitch trying to watch you taking a shit, you know?
I can't see her, so that's fine.
I thought Loco was gonna say that's the best jack shot I got all year.
I would say probably about 3 years, but continue on.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I mean, that's my predicament. But yeah, like I said, there are bad people. And I even had the whole, because I told my mom that I fucking got an encounter on the Ouija board. My mom says, "Oh my god, your dad's gonna shit his pants," because my dad doesn't like fucking with that shit. And just to say, my mom and dad, we're all not religious, but we watch a lot of horror movies, so obviously I ain't fucking with that shit. Because my mom bought it for him as a joke one year, but they never used it. My brother and I tried using it, but never get nothing. And I wanted to do it as a joke this year, ended up fucking getting drunk, and then obviously something happened. I mean, Spirit Cast can definitely witness that, because he was watching it on fucking camera with me. He can definitely witness it.
I do want to watch it, but I think you should do some protection ahead of time, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking get a fucking cross and all that shit.
You don't need a cross.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, you're right. I'll burn with that shit. I am the devil.
You just need to...
I am the motherfucking devil.
Surround yourself with white light.
Well, you know, and that's what I did. Every time fucking she spoke, I turned on the lights. And, and that's the other thing with that lady. See,
that's not what I mean.
What do you mean, white light?
So
what
it's
do you mean by white light? I was talking about just turn on light.
No. That doesn't help you for shit.
Well, it sort of does.
It's something my grandmother taught me. Anytime I get into like a spooky situation, or if I think I'm gonna get, trapped by something or whatever, it's like one of the reasons why I say light a white candle is because whatever the goodness of that white light, kind of like a it's not godly or anything. You can think of it as godly, but it's like more of a protection barrier. You know, you just sit down and concentrate, and then you take the power from the white candle, and then you just kind of like, you know, pretty much like envision yourself like being surrounded by the power of that white light, you know, as like a barrier. Kind of like, you know, when you put a sandwich in a plastic baggie, there's your barrier from it getting wet or dirty or anything of that sort.
See,
if that makes sense.
But the thing with me, especially when I mean, actually, that is one thing the fucking one Ouija board expert said: make sure you are sober when you do it. I'm in a better state when I'm drunk, anyways. I don't care. As long as I can understand some of it, but now just imagine this. A demon's in my fucking house. Imagine me screaming at the top of my lungs at it.
Yeah.
Imagine Loco throwing chairs at it.
That's not gonna do much.
I'm thinking.
Oh, really? Do you realize all they want to do is just make you scared? That's all they want to do.
That's not all they want to do.
Yeah, they want to make you scared until they get what they want. My whole thing is, take me then. Just take me. Just take me.
I don't know anything about it, so I can't provide anything.
I mean, what's that paranormal entity, paranormal movie series?
Paranormal
activity?
Yeah, paranormal activity. Like, in the sense, like, at the beginning movies and stuff like that, it does have some truth to it. Like,
it does, until they get all fucked up towards the last few fucking movies.
But, you know, I mean, that also exists in the world, too, sadly enough. But I'm talking about, like, just the basics. Like, if you get something that's actually trying to, like, pull you in, try to destroy your life, it's not gonna do shit just to be like, oh my god, that's so scary.
No, it's not doing it. It's doing it for a purpose.
Well, they want something out of you. Most of the time, it's for you to either go absolutely insane. They want you to, like... lose an ability, for you to lose an ability, for you to lose your soul, for you to lose your life. Like, there's a lot of different things. That's why there's different demons, and they go after different things. One of the ways to actually defeat them is to actually know what type of demon that you're dealing with. Call it out by name and all.
What is your name, demon?
Yeah, that's not
exactly. Loco got it. That's why there's all the symbols and, you know, with the whole heaven and hell thing.
There is no heaven and hell.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, this is just, you know, story.
Listen, for somebody who doesn't believe in fucking, like, God and all that shit, what was your religion you say you believe in, Domo?
I'm a Pastafarian.
And does that have to do with anything with God and Jesus?
My God is a flying spaghetti monster.
But that has nothing to do with heaven and hell, does it?
Well, there is a different type of heaven.
But not the heaven and hell that we're talking about. So you can't believe in that when you're believing in that. I mean, you can believe whatever you want. I don't care.
Let me put it this way. I'm still young in the sense of like where I don't know what I actually believe in.
Well, I mean, that's the same deal with me and the same deal with...
But I do believe that in some form of this world, there is some sort of a higher being.
Yeah, well, there definitely is, yes. But, you know, it's just... I'm not nothing against you, Domo, but I hate that when people with religions won't know my God's real. Well, my God's real. Well, which fucking God is it then? Which God is it?
Well,
is it Jesus' God? Is it your spaghetti monster God? Is it fucking Zeus?
I mean, our heavens are fields as far as the eye can see.
I mean, everybody says heaven and hell. Well, see, everybody also says there's only a heaven and no hell. But how do you have a good without a bad? You gotta have a bad with a good with a bad. If there's a good, you have a bad.
That earth is heaven.
Well, I mean, my grandmother, my dad's mother, my grandmother once said, we are all on hell right now. When we die, we go to heaven. meaning Earth is hell. We are in hell right now. I mean, it makes sense.
A different form of our life.
Well, see, I was thinking about this too. You never know. Death could be an upgrade, not death. It's probably not death. It's probably just an upgrade. You ever think about that?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's just an upgrade.
A different aspect. Like, no one believes me when I tell this story, but
like I said, nobody's gonna believe you regardless because it's just bizarre. But it's just speak it.
I don't know if I should now.
No, I don't really give a fuck. It's just
well,
just
okay, so yeah, a lot of people have a hard time like thinking that this actually happened, and I don't really care if people,
That's how it comes down to. You just have to just believe yourself.
But I have my earliest memory, and I do believe 100% it was before I was born, or just about to be born, or something of that aspect. I remember I was just kind of like a little kid, like body. But I was nothing. I wasn't a boy. I wasn't a girl. I didn't have like any features or anything like that. I was kind of like a dummy doll, but more like I can feel who I am.
Boy, and why did she do all this weed? She could have been a genius. she could have remembered back before she even was a sperm.
And there was this construction worker, with the hard hat, the shirt and all the gear and everything. He like picks me up and he puts me. I'm sitting at the edge of like this big truck, and in the background it looked like a construction site, kind of like Home Depot in a sense, moving lumber and all that stuff. But it was a construction for something else. And I just remember sitting in the back of this truck, and this guy or this being in a construction outfit just looking at me and just being like, do you want to be a boy or do you want to be a girl? And I have no idea what any of these things meant, but I was leaning more towards girl because that's how
she wanted a vagina. She did. She knew about the penis.
It's kind of like I knew, that's what I knew.
Well, see, my mom actually believes in reincarnation. Like she thinks. And I could, like I said, you can't really diss somebody else's beliefs. I mean, you can have your opinion. I mean, this is, you're sure you know this, though. Most arguments always fucking start all the fucking time. But, that is the beauty of humanity. You can have any opinion. It's just, in 2021, it's just ridiculous anymore. But, my mom believes in reincarnation, means you reincarnate into anything. Like, it could be an animal, it could be a bug. It could be like a bug for 5 seconds that you just get squashed by another human, or it could just be another human being. It could be, you know what I mean? You just get reincarnated into something. I mean, I always would think about that too, because I don't know if your dreams are bizarre, DoMo, but my dreams are always fucking bizarre. Fucking.
Yeah, they are.
Very
but
bizarre.
At the end of my story, there was big white light afterwards, and then it trailed off from there. But anyway, go on.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean. Yeah, I mean, if you remember before you were born, I mean, I've always thought about that too. How come none of us, I mean, if you can remember that shit, I mean, obviously, something's telling you something that if you can remember back that far. Because I can't remember, I think the farthest I can remember is when I was 5. I can't remember my mom's vagina, I don't know. I mean...
It's very weird how, like, we can remember certain early...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there was somebody out there that was a baby, and is an adult now, that can remember back since they were, like, a baby. Like, an infant.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I feel like stuff like that, it triggers, like, when you're a
There's
child,
something
you
with
have,
it.
like, a really fun day, or you have a really bad day, it triggers a memory. It, like, locks in there. Like,
yeah, there's something with it.
Like, I don't remember my first Halloween. I just don't. I see pictures of it, and I'm like...
Oh, yeah, like I said, it's
like hazes. I can see it in, like, a haze, but my earliest memory was...
Maybe it's just a memorable fucking state in your life. Maybe that was just memorable for you. I don't know. It's probably just very memorable and just stuck with you.
I know, but of all the times I've gotten in trouble, like, I got in trouble, but I got yelled at by stealing, my cousin's, like, barrel drinks... in Canada, that they were stuck underneath the sink, and they were asking me, "Why'd you take this?" And I'm like, "Because I was
thirsty." I was thirsty. Fuck. Wow. It's like when I stole food from middle school, which I'm surprised I did not. I swear to God, those lunch ladies knew that I stole fucking food from middle school. They knew. They fucking knew. And I used to like have my tray up, but I was hiding like a fucking like an ice cream sandwich and a cookie underneath the tray. Well, I was hungry. I didn't have enough money. So, I didn't have enough lunch money, but I was always a hungry boy. I think she knew, but obviously, if as a kid, I think they kind of let it go to an extent because it is a kid that needs to eat. But I think if I would have stolen it in plain sight, they would have had to say something. But the fact that nobody probably barely knew besides the lunch lady, or the lunch lady really was that stupid. I don't know. What the fuck?
She just didn't care, like most people at their jobs.
Yeah. Well, this was back when I was going to school. This was like back in like the early 2000s. They cared a little more then. Now they really don't care, but no, there was something. Oh yeah, it's like fucking. It's like the stupidest things you remember. I remember. All I can remember, my mom would not let my dad in the bathroom because my dad had to take a shit, but she still had to use the bathroom. And so my dad says, "Well, I'm gonna take a shit in a bucket outside the door." And he poured down his pants. He's about to take a shit in the bucket. Yeah, stupidest things that we kids may remember. Oh, my brother and I both remember that.
It's amazing, but
my dad's a funny man.
Going back to Halloween.
I don't know. I mean, all that shit is Halloween. It's superstition. What about the pranks? You ever do any pranks on Halloween or deal with any pranks?
I wanted to, but I was a little bit too afraid to get in trouble.
Yeah, I never did any pranks. Never had any pranks. I do remember shit of fucking with a quarter stick, but that was in the middle of the summertime. Kids, I swear to God, I don't know if it was high school kids or college kids, but they always... I mean, it's not my mom and dad's house, obviously, but they always stuck a quarter stick in the mailbox and blew up the fucking mailbox with a quarter stick. You know what those quarter sticks are, right? It's basically like a little stick that's like... It's like a quarter stick of dynamite, basically is what it is. Yeah, they used to blew the fucking... And the thing was just... Where's the mailbox? Oh, it's just up in the tree. Fucking A, man. And that's a federal offense there.
I think the most I've ever really done is played, like... Ding Dong Ditch on like my friend's.
I did it on my own house. My brother and I are so stupid. So we ding dong running. We just ding dong ditch our own house.
I've done that once.
Yeah. I think the only thing my brother and I did was we just traveled a lot. Like. When we got older, I think it's when I got in middle school. I think he was still in, like, elementary school. We used to go over to, like, the school and used to ride our bikes. But then we started riding to the park, and obviously Mom and Dad will not let us go over there. But we went over there anyways on the road and shit because it was a busy road. We went on the road down to the park, rode down to the park, and then we just dicked around there. I mean, we didn't really do anything, like, stupid. Well, until my brother got in high school, and then I started getting a job, and they started doing weed, but then he stopped doing it but yeah. Other than that, that was the only thing he did, but he learned his lesson after that, because he was fucking in cyber school for the rest of it. Actually, you know the thing is, he was in cyber school, but he did better in cyber school than actual school. He had A+.
I mean, actual school, I feel like it's a little hard.
It is hard, because you gotta speak up.
Not yet.
What the fuck was that noise? Making me moist. And no, Spirit, I didn't find nothing else from that ghost. I kind of think you and I closed it out pretty good. Or it was just a decent spirit. It wasn't really like an asshole.
Spooky spook.
Yeah. It was an interesting time, though, Spirit. It was interesting. Because, see, the thing is, I remember Spirit was telling me, he says his hairs were going up. I'm like, I don't know, it's not bothering me. It only shocked me, because I didn't expect it to move. Because, I don't believe in that shit. So I did not expect it to move. Once it moved, I was like, oh shit, it moved. Oh shit, it moved. I was like, oh shit, it moved. Like, I wasn't, like, scared, but I was, like, shocked. And then I got interested. Honestly, I started, I had to ask questions. I try keeping it as simple as possible, because if you ask more complex questions, that's how you get into fucking stories, and then you're in there for like an hour, and then when you're in there for an hour, you just let more spirits through the fucking goddamn door. I think the longest you should be in is like at least 30 minutes. Not even that long. That's
go a little bit longer, but
you shouldn't stay in
at all. You shouldn't be doing it, but
it's but like I said, It is because they used it. I think it was 1832 was the first guy like discovered spirit, like casting and a lot of stuff. It's the way to talk to the dead in essence. But it's just like you said, it gets very confusing. You said it. We all fucking said it. It gets confusing. It just gets confusing because you don't know who the fuck you're talking to. That's why I was questions then, because Spirit Cast would tell you she was trolling me. I said, "What's your name?" She kept going back and forth from A to Z, A to Z, A to Z. I'm like, "Are you fucking with me?" And then she said, "Yes." I'm like, "Well, I'm saying goodbye, goodbye."
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I wasn't answering anything. I was just going to say something else. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I actually have to cut this short.
That's fine. This is actually 11 hours. We made it to an hour and a half. Loco's getting bored over here anyways. We'll end that cast.
I don't know, maybe we can have a part 2 at some point.
Well, we can have a part 2 of Supernatural or part 3. Maybe we can count this as part 2, but I'm still going to call this Halloween.
Yeah.
This is Halloween. I sung it.
You did it.
Well, I knew what I said. The song was acceptable. The song was acceptable. Who can't sing that song? That song's awesome. The song's fucking awesome.
True.
All I want to hear is Loco sing it before the fucking cast ends. Come on, Loco. Wait on you.
Loco.
Say it, Loco. Sing the song. Sing the song, Loco. Come on, Loco.
It's Halloween.
Oh my god, I think he's fucking masturbating. He's possessed. Fuck.
By that little girl.
Oh god. Maybe
or a demon.
Maybe
but
Ribbit or T is possessed.
Maybe. Maybe.
Ribbit does talk about a lot of sexual things. for how
she's young
she is.
And learning things.
Learning things? She's young! You know what the hell I was doing at her age? I was playing with toys. Really, DoMo? Really, you sick bastard? Alright, I'll end it here. But yeah, in the comment section, guys, you put in your costumes and your favorite Halloween event, or if you discovered anything supernatural, even at that point, just Halloween in general. Halloween's a spooky time. It's spooky time. It's spooky time. Favorite movies too. You can put that down in the comments. Put your opinions on Halloween. But yeah, I think that's pretty much wraps it up for this late night cast. But that's pretty much for Capt and Brutality signing out. DoMo.
See you later.
Now you sound like a fucking Southern girl. Anyways, carry on, Loco.
Nice.
Loco signing out.
Yeah. Loco.
I don't know if you... Oh, by the way, Loco. Yeah, Happy Halloween, like you said, and Loco
Happy
will sing.
Halloween.
Loco will sing one verse of "This Is Halloween." Say it, Loco.
What?
One verse of "This Is Halloween."
I don't know the song.
This is Halloween.
Yeah.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that shit.
I like it.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Anyways, guys. Or I should stop saying guys. It's adios! Happy
People.
Halloween, everybody. Or people, as Loco say. But happy Halloween, everybody. I fucked my goddamn button every time.